Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Fab's in the house. And today I'm in the house with this Shirogorov collaboration with Tom Mayo. This is the Dr. Death Arctic. And we're gonna check out the look, the sound, and the feel of this one. But first of all, let me say a big thanks to my buddy Mark Olivier for sending this guy along. So I was able to check this out and share it with you because this is an interesting one, guys. So let's see, first of all, how big is this boy over here. So overall length of the Dr. Death is gonna be around 8.75 inches with a 3.875 inch long Dama steel blade in this case. And let's see how this guy is comparing up against some of the usual suspects. Here you have the Ontario Rat number 1 and Ontario Rat number 2, and as you can see, it's pretty much comparable with the Ontario Rat number 1, which I'm gonna leave there, and I'm gonna add the Benchmade bag out just to show you that that's smaller, as well as, yeah, the mini bug out. Look at that. It's pretty smaller than that for sure. And this is your Spydeco Para 3, and this is your Paramilitary 2, which are both smaller than this guy right there. Next up, you can check out your Chris Reeve knives, large Sebenza 21, and here you have, of course, the small Sebenza 21, also from Chris Reeve knives. Next up, I want to show you just a couple from Shirogorov. Of course, you've got the F95 Nudist Slim, and this is the Shirogorov R20 Neon. So again, very, very comparable, maybe a tad smaller than the F95, which should be around 8.85 overall, so just a smidge longer than that. And of course, smaller, the Neon, sorry, it's smaller than the Dr. Death. Let me show you another couple that we've got here. This is the R.J. Martin collaboration, Russian Overkill, and let me show you what else can I show you. Just another couple Russian collaborations. This is the Barker Hokkaido, and just because, yeah, we have it here, this is the Pero, of course, and let me show you also the Sigma Sienkiewicz collaborations, of course, with Shirogorov, so you have them there. And just to show you another couple, because why not? Look at this big boy. This is the Custom Knife Factory Tashiba Russia Muscle, and another big boy over here. This is this Tote Bag Steelcraft Series Bodega. And I think that's it. You want to see something else? Why not? Let me show you another collaboration here. This is the 110KS Kickstop Lee Williams collaboration also with Shirogorov, and that's it. Okay, I'm done, promise. So let's just check out this Dr. Death Arctic that we have in the house. This is Tom Mayo Shirogorov collaboration. It's a titanium frame lock. There's 100 of these made. The price is gonna be in the $1,600, something like that, 15 depending on the market. It has a very, very unique look. You cannot mistake this one for anyone else because it's a Tom Mayo signature, like 5 holes in the handle, of course in the back, titanium pocket clip with the hole like going absolutely through the handles, and you have this unique shape for the handle, like very, very recognizable. You have an Alutex scale, which is resembling carbon fiber, but it's not. It's nicely done. It has a different feeling than, like a little bit colder, I would say, than the carbon fiber, but it's there. It has a very, very cool look. It shimmers. It has some many reflections under the sun, and it's a nice one. And then you have some nice chamfering going on. There's no internal skeletonization for the Alutex, but on the titanium lock side, you have some internal milling to reduce further the weight of this bad boy. You have some external chamfering, internal chamfering, so it's nicely rounded off. You don't see any milling lines in the Alutex, but you see them on the back. Like, look at this. pretty cool milling lines here, nicely done. There's a nice feel to it when you rub your fingers like that. It's really cool. You also have a 3D mill titanium backspacer with the integrated lanyard hole right there, and I believe this might be referred to as a glass breaker like this. You see, you can just clearly use that. I don't know the strength of this guy, but probably, yeah, that can be used in like emergency situation, I'm supposing. You have a centering backspacer, which is really cool, and like you have like this where is it here? Look at that profile, very cool looking, like, for sure. The tip is safely recessed into the backspacer, so there's no way you're going to be able to touch the blade, so absolutely safe. The overall look when closed is sleek, it's contained, it's pretty slim overall. There's no protruding screws. You have, of course, like proprietary screws, which are the Shirogorov tools that you're going to be needed to take this guy down. It's not that hard, but just try to do it with your tool, so you're not going to be risking to mar the pivot, which is, by the way, captive, like all the custom division and collaboration series. You can see this is not like, you cannot use a tool in this one, you can only use it on this one, on this side, and there's like a ball bearing right underneath this one, so it's not going to be spinning, not going to go anywhere. I wish they would adopt these in the production line as well. That's fantastic. Of course, you have a stainless steel lock face insert to reduce lock stick, so there's not going to be any lock stick on this guy over here, just some safe lock up. Very nice. You also have an integrated over travel stop bar, lock bar, and which is going to prevent the lock bar to be overextended, so nice mechanism right there. You have there's no detent ball ramp right here, so you're gonna have a little bit of hard step to overcome in order for you to be able to close the blade. Of course, you have some nice 3D milled titanium pocket clip hidden hardware with one hole milled through, so you're gonna be able to see basically through the pocket clip like so. Very interesting. Even if I'm not like a speed hole guys, I kind of see why. Yeah, I mean, it's a signature. It's not my cup of tea, but it's there. And in this case, it's not that bad, I have to admit. But the pocket clip is not reversible. It's tip-up carry only. It's just for like right-handed people. The blade length is 3.875 inches in a Bjorksman Dama steel twist. Very intense twist going on. Of course, the blade has no logo going on because the logos are here and they kept the cleanliness of the blade intact. You've got some nice jimping, which is right below this protrusion, and then you have a nice swedge going on like right after the jimping, which reaches almost the tip. And then basically you have like pretty much full belly going on this one, up to the sharpening choil, classic Shirogorov plunge grind, and very pointy flipper tab. So flipper tab is absolutely pointy. You can do push button easily, but light switch is probably advised and better working because of the jimping going on and the lack of finger soreness if you do this for a prolonged amount of time. So keep that in mind. But when the flipper tab opens just perfectly, overlaps with the handle and actually extends a little bit more to create this kind of like dagger classic handle with a little bit of finger guard over here protruding, so therefore protecting your fingers a little bit more. So very interesting. You have a flat grind. It has a very interesting polish. It's not mirror finish, so but it's nicely done indeed. Edge symmetry is spot on, as well as the grind symmetry. I don't see any discrepancies on both sides, and it's a fantastic thing. You have the classic jimping, spacing, jimping going on like for many Shiro. For example, like on this one, you see the similar spacing, so it's something that if you're used to Shiro, you're gonna recognize instantly on this one, and it's it's nicely done. The sound also is something that I come to appreciate on this one. Guys, this is very mellow, unobtrusive, almost quiet. When you close it, is kind of inaudible. Nice click, and nice click as well. It's pleasant. It's not distracting. It's not obnoxious. It's a classy sound. So I really dig it. Also, what I dig on this guy is the weight, because you have to remember that we are talking about Alutex, carbon fiber, Damasteel, so and some internal skeletonization speed holes, which is going to translate into 3.2 ounces, which is great. The titanium version, I believe, is 3.5 ounces. This is the Arctic Dr. Death. With the Alutex, it's gonna save 0.3 ounces towards the full titanium counterpart, let's say. And overall, you're not gonna have any hot spots in the hand when you're holding this guy. When squeezing the handle, there's nothing. You're not gonna feel anything, because it's nicely designed, I have to say. No sharp edges. There's nothing rattling going on. It's nicely done. The jimping has one not issue, but like this area over here, like protruding this much, is gonna be kind of like in the way here. So it's not perfect for me, because I feel this sticking like into the flesh of my thumb, and I would have preferred maybe like a flush area right here and just like jimping. So I would have to rely only on the jimping. So you can actually do that. You can just bring your finger a little bit further ahead, but still, that's to me shouldn't be there. That's my opinion. Reverse grip also works well, because the handle is nice and long for my hand. It feels pretty secure. It's nicely balanced. It feels absolutely solid in the hand. There's not much texturing going on, so it's a little bit on the slippy side, but overall the grip, it feels safe in the hand. There's of course like no blade play. You have maybe a smaller relief area here to disengage the lock bar, so I would have preferred maybe something a little bit more accessible, but overall there's no misalignment, no gaps. Everything is absolutely flush. When assembled, you feel that this is a solid option. And of course, there's no lock stick whatsoever. It's just nicely done with this stainless steel insert, and also you have like a nice screw there. You have the clip, which has a little bit too tension, in my opinion, and also has this strange ramp profile, which might tend to snag onto the fabric of your pocket, and it's a little bit the tension is a little bit too much for my taste, but it's working. This guy is running on single row roller bearings, and that's why you get this action. This is tuned by me, so it's nice and smooth, and you have a slow deployment speed. It's not that fast. I don't know why, but it's slower than the other one, but it's smooth when opens and when closes. Oh boy, this is smooth, and combined to the almost silent sound is just a fantastic feel. That's my take on this guy. Also, like closing action, of course, it's not a free fall action. You can just wiggle a little bit and it's just gonna close, like gliding close. So very cool. The detent is a little bit on the light side. In fact, you can it's easy to fail the opening, the deployment, but if you just do a light switch, you're not gonna have any issues, or even like a push button. But as I said, it's a little bit on the pointy side. So a little bit weaker detent. There's no detent ball ramp. The detent suction is a very low, so not much magnetic effect. But overall, I mean, this is a cool looking one. I'm not a fan of the holes. I'm not a fan of the flipper tab, and of this area here. I would have preferred maybe like a straight handle right there. But overall, it's looking good. The feeling in the hand is good as well, and the sound, it's amazing. I love this muffled sound right over here. So there you have it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching. Stay tuned.